Hi guys, it's Angela. Today I wanted to share about creating a God box, or for me it's not so much a box, it's my Tivana container. Um, but it has space for me to write down what I perceive as my problems. So when I put it in here, the idea is I leave it in here. And in here, even though it appears there's nothing in there, I am trusting that essentially what I'm doing is offering up my perceived problems to the source, to that, again, that energy that's like perfect parents that take perfect care of you. They know exactly who you are, and they know exactly what would work for you. So if you have a container, anything that, even a cup that you can write down little slips. So in mine, I have, all these slips of paper that, my finances, essentially, not gonna worry about those anymore. Motherhood, just being honest here. My perfect home, for the perfect price. My marriage, my relationships, those are in there. Not going to worry about those. Even my work. So even specifically as a yoga teacher, I'm not going to be concerned that I'm doing something wrong or I'm not enough or I have to study for hours and millions and billions of classes. So I do it perfect. Instead, I'm just offering up that the perfect sequence, the perfect details of my job are coming to me. Another one for motherhood. Yeah, and another one just for where I should be, not only the home, but where location-wise. So sometimes I might find myself having my mind mull over these thoughts about, what am I going to do to make this happen? And what am I going to do to make sure we have enough money for that? And how am I going to make enough money? And how can I maximize my schedule? And how can I fit in every single thing? And then what that's doing is just, as my teacher says, it's making me the god of my world. So instead, what I can do is have a sense of, here are things that frequently and kind of like I'm aware that I'm concerned about, and I'm aware that I feel overwhelmed about, because I'm clear that it doesn't feel like I do control everything, even if I can say, yes, I can literally schedule out every single minute I'm awake, and I'm in charge of that. What if somebody calls me and would like me to listen to something, and now it's like, well, you can call back on, Tuesday the 28th at 3:15, I have 6 minutes at that time. Instead it's more like a very open way of being. So if my problems are here, how can my day be scheduled? It's more about clearing everything out. And this gets to other practices of really listening to the guidance of the higher source. But I wanted to give this idea because if you were to put all your problems in here and essentially place them to the side, they're being taken care of. Then what can you do with your energy? What would you do if you didn't have to make everything happen, fix everything? So what I find is that, yes, I'm like meditating or I'm doing some writing practice and I get an idea like how I have to email that lady. So I'll write it in the margin or take a note and I'll email that lady. It's like I'm being prompted. But if it's an obsessive, so you'll notice the energy behind it. If it's an obsessive, like, check Craigslist, is that a new apartment? Check Craigslist, if there's a new apartment. Check my Facebook, maybe somebody posted. Check this. And it's almost like this frantic energy behind it, rather than email your friend you would like to change the schedule. So when we settle down, we can notice much clearer the frantic voice, the frantic energy in the mind, and the quiet voices. They're like gently nudging us The other one would have us going berserk. So, what about this? God container, God box, problem box, problems have been solved box. Don't have to use the word God. But what about someone gives you the opportunity to lay your problems aside? So here's what could happen. Okay, I did it. Yeah, let me try it. Oh, but wait, I really need to make sure I write down clearly that I don't want to live in, the woods. Because what if I put live anywhere, God, wherever you want me, universe? But let me just make sure I hate mosquitoes, so I gotta put that. So you'll notice that the mind will try not to allow you to be at ease. So it's like, do you feel like you can be on vacation? Do you feel like you can be at ease? Is it a new feeling? So it might be that there's a transition. But notice, if you can notice, like, ooh, I'm going back in, I'm taking it out, I'm making it my issue, that's really good. And then you'll say, wait, trying this thing, trying it out. So trying it out might mean 3 weeks, might mean a day. It doesn't, you can get that sense, but this is just an introduction to how we can live differently. Don't need to worry. Everything's in here. Worry is optional. So let me know what you think. If you try it out, give me some feedback. Love to know. My problems are in there. If I think of a new one, I'll put it in there. And for now, we're good. We're on vacation. We're free. What do we need to do? We'll just listen. Thank you. Much love. Namaste.